Hi, this video is going to take you through Monday, August 23rd's Junior English lesson. The first thing we're going to do is set up your composition notebook so that you know how to take notes as we go through today's presentation. So I'm going to click on the link here, Which Notes, and you should get out your composition notebook to see how to set up the page. You'll want to open up your composition notebook to the first available page. That's past the table of contents. At the top of that page, you're going to write the title, History of Witches, here at the top, just as I did. And then to the right of that, you'll want to put the class date, 8/23/2010. Now you'll probably also want to add the title, History of Witches Lecture, to the table of contents in the front so that you know what page these notes are on. We are going to go through a presentation that will essentially answer 4 key questions. So you're going to set up your notes to look just like this, with the line going down here separating each question. You'll want the questions on the left and the notes on the right. The first question you'll copy down is, where did people originally learn of witches? That is, where did people understand or find out of witches, that they were in existence? So on the left, you'll write down, where did people originally learn of witches? The second question is, how did the Catholic Church influence people's views about witchcraft? During the time periods that we're talking of, the Catholic Church was the only Christian branch around. There weren't Baptists and Mormons and Lutherans and Protestants. They were all Catholics at this time. It wasn't until much later that people broke off and splintered into different religious groups. That's how we got the Puritans eventually. But during this time, we are going to find out, how did the Catholic Church influence people's views about witchcraft? The third question is, how did witches become associated with Satan? When is it that that relationship began? Witches and Satan weren't always linked together in doing these evil deeds. They eventually became closer related later on. And the last question that you're going to answer is, how does the history of witchcraft affect the Puritans in the Crucible? So this is the question that you're actually going to answer in your 200-word response. This is a prediction type question. So based on the environment that the Puritans grew up in and the history of their people, how do you think that's going to affect the way that they act and treat people when they come over to America? And that's the time that we're going to read about in the Crucible. So let me scroll back up here and I will show you the 4 questions. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes now just to copy down those questions in your notebook, and when you're ready to begin, we will.